Good evening, Chairman Bodak, members of the Commissioners Board. My name is Dennis Alacco. I reside in Summit, New Jersey. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to speak before you this evening. We share some common ground in our professional backgrounds. I spent many years serving communities across North Jersey as a postmaster, including my final 10 years right here in Elizabeth, prior to my retirement. In that role, I came to fully appreciate the importance of delivering reliable service to large and diverse populations. In addition, in my alter life, I currently serve as an NCAA men's basketball official, where I'm responsible for making difficult decisions in real time, doing what is right, and calling situations as I see them each night. Across both my career with the United States Postal Service and my work in athletics, two key factors have consistently defined my success: communication and accountability. That is why, as a Union County resident, a golfer, and a voter, I am most troubled by what I perceive to be a lack of transparency, accountability, and communication from the county commissioners regarding Ashbrook Golf Course and its facilities. Without revisiting every past concern, such as a clubhouse that offers limited value to golfers, significant cost overruns during its construction, and the likelihood of spending more than $4 million to address poor workmanship and insufficient oversight to rectify initial shortcomings, the broader issue remains clear: the ongoing management of this property. The current drainage remediation project is a prime example. While efforts have been initiated, the approach appears to be fundamentally flawed. Conditions on the course continue to deteriorate to the point where Ashbrook is no longer playable as a full 18-hole facility. Loss of revenue to the facility and golfers paying for access to recreation through golf only lead to more frustrations when they only have access to a 9-hole experience. Just last weekend, after more than 2 weeks without any significant rainfall, the course was once again closed following moderate rain on a Saturday evening. Meanwhile, members of our group played the very next day at a Somerset County course in Bridgewater that experienced similar weather conditions the night before. The course remained open, no cart restrictions, and minimal evidence of rainfall impact. To date, the effectiveness of the drainage remediation efforts remains unclear. Work completed thus far has focused on off-site areas as part of Phase 1, while critical on-site waterways, particularly near holes 14, 15, and 16, remain unaddressed. These areas continue to overflow, rendering the course unplayable. Addressing these primary areas would first have provided measurable and visible results. Throughout this process, repeated attempts to seek information and clarity via emails, phone calls, and text messages to both Kemper personnel and members of the Union County staff have gone unanswered. This lack of communication has only added to an already significant level of frustration among stakeholders. Approximately 3 years ago, I stood before this very body and raised many of these same concerns. Shortly after speaking, I was approached, as were other members of our group, along with other golfers in attendance, if we would be willing to stay around and meet with Mr. Oatman and members of the board. We did. And Mr. Oatman, I'm sure you recall that evening. At that time, we were told it was too late in the season to make meaningful changes, and that the following year might still present challenges due to ongoing drainage work and planned irrigation upgrades. However, we were all also assured that the year after that is this year, conditions would be, quote, really, really good. Well, here we are in that year, and conditions are nothing short of really, really bad. As a group, we made a commitment by purchasing full season access cards. My question is simple: where is the county's commitment to providing a facility that residents can take pride in? I also struggle to understand how counties such as Somerset, Hunterdon, Essex, and Monmouth consistently maintain top-rated public golf facilities, courses that are respected statewide, while Union County continues to fall short. This disparity is a direct reflection on leadership and oversight.
Sir, your time is up.
In closing,
Sir, please, you have to.
When can we expect some meaningful results? That's all we're asking for. And if Mr. McCaffrey is looking for a place to...
Please step back from the mic, sir.
Sir, it's
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Fran Wilson. I live in Roselle Park. I am also the president of the Men's Association at Ashbrook. Like Dennis had said, we were here 3-4 years ago. We met with the county manager, along with the chairperson at that time. Again, as Dennis said, we were told the first year was not going to be good, but the following year would be much better. And here we are 3-4 years later, and the cost is worse than when we came here the first time. With all due respect, Mr. County Manager, your quote in the newspaper where you stated, and I quote, "No one wants this cost fixed more than we do, but this has to happen in stages," end quote. So please tell us, since we came to you 3-4 years ago, what are the stages? How many stages are there? I would like to think that there were 2 stages, and we came to you 3 or 4 years ago. One would think that we were either done or close to being done. Well, we're nowhere near it. Due to the lack of attention at the time when Hurricane Ida went through, the course now has lost fairways on 14, 15, 16, part of 17, and it's only going to cost the taxpayers more money now because the lack of action that was taken since 2021. If anything was done back in 2021 after the hurricane, we wouldn't be standing here today. And what bothers me, same with the other members that are all here today, and as Dennis said, was all we get is excuses. We don't get any kind of communication. We don't know what stage we're in. We don't know what time the next stage is starting. And you know, we paid $300 to get a county card. You know, we asked for a senior discount for the county card. We didn't get that. Every other county has that, but no, we don't get nothing. All we do is we get a 9-hole course, and even the 9 holes that we play are still a lot of wet spots on. And I know I said this before in my emails to you, that if someone was doing their job in 2021 when Hurricane Ida came through, you could have gotten all the monies that you lost with Ashbrook. When you lost the fence, you lost the bridge, you lost porta-johns, garbage cans, that all washed downstream to where this problem exists today. And the only thing when I found out from Oprah, when I Oprah'd this, is you got $69,000 from FEMA, and that's nothing. If you would have done your homework and submitted all the claims that all the damage that was done in the county, you would have gotten a lot more than $69,000. And I just want to end with saying, you know, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure there's some sort of gag order that no one's talking to us anymore, probably because you're fed up with us, you know, harassing you guys, trying to get answers. But someone's got to tell us what's going on. It's only fair to us. We're taxpayers. No one is telling us anything. Send emails and emails. No one answers them. All we get is a standard answer. I think there's a lack of communication between the county and Kemper, who runs it. I just don't understand how one golf course, before 2021, Ashbrook compared to Gallup Hill are 2 different entities by itself. How can one golf course look 100% beautiful and the other golf course have nothing but problems? To me, that's someone's mismanaging the monies that are allocated to these golf courses. So we ask you again, please tell us what's going on, address our concerns, let us know what's going to happen in the future, and let us know if we wasted $300 this year, if we got to pay $300 next year, or what's, you know, let us know, please.
Good evening, Commissioners. Doreen Fraga, Saddlebrook. I'm with Animal Protection League of New Jersey.